So this is just to remind you that people are not lazy. You are not lazy. You might be tired. You might be burned out. You might not feel pulled to do the thing that you feel you need to do or you should do or that you're trying to do. You may not feel pulled to do it, maybe because it's not motivating to you. It's not hitting on a deep reason for why you would want to do it, but you are not lazy. And a lot of times we think that we're lazy, but it's really just a lack of something that's needed. Or you could be putting too much pressure on yourself. So I just wanted to kind of dismantle the idea and the notion that people are lazy. I don't buy into that. I read a book, actually I listened to it a long time ago called The Now Habit by Neil Fiore, and he talks about the difference between procrastination and that it comes from a sense of pressure, pretty much. And I don't remember exactly if that's how he words it, but that's how I think of it. That when we put pressure on ourselves, we might often resist doing the thing because then we get into the trap of thinking it needs to be perfect or we need to operate at a certain level in order to accomplish this goal. And that pressure feels like too much. And a lot of times we back away from that pressure. So it can create, like I said, resistance, procrastination, which can look like laziness. But it's not laziness. Laziness, the definition is something about a lack of energy or willingness to do anything, like to do anything. And I always think about this example. So if that person who seemed lazy, like if you feel like you're being lazy, if I were to tempt you with something that you really enjoy, like let's say you have to write an essay or you have to finish this computer work and you just have been not doing it all day, and someone might on the outside might look at you, or you might be judging yourself and say, I'm being lazy, I'm not doing anything that I need to be doing or should be doing. But then if someone came to you and they were like, hey, do you want to go to I don't know, imagine the best place that you could picture yourself going right now, or the most fun thing you can picture yourself doing right now. So if someone came to me and was like, hey, you know, if my partner came over into my office and I had not been doing anything because I'm procrastinating, feeling lazy, feeling unmotivated, I'm just not getting it done, and he was like, hey, do you want to go to the park and then a crystal shop, something like that, I'd be like, hell yes, and then I'd get my butt up and we'd go. So it's not laziness, it's a lack of motivation behind why you're not doing the thing. So we want to be, first of all, understand that and be gentle with ourselves. But thinking like, how can we get ourselves to do the things that we feel we want to do or quote unquote should do? Is it that the body needs rest? Is it that you need to have some fun time and then go and do the work? There's just so much behind why you might be resisting, and I wanted to mainly in this video, instead of breaking it down, I wanted to just first invite the idea that you are not lazy and think about that for a while. Let's plant that seed, and maybe we can carry this conversation on in a future video, because I really think this is important. Bottom line is, laziness doesn't exist. There are not lazy people. We are all motivated to do what's important to us. If it's a priority, if it's important, we will do it. So yeah, if you're tired, like I'm very tired today, and just because I went to bed late, I had things that I wanted to do late at night, and I'm paying the price today. And that has really leached my willpower. It has leached on that infinite resource that we know as willpower, and it's the force, the life force behind pushing ourselves to do something maybe that we may not want to do in the moment, but we do it anyways because we know it's good for our future. That takes willpower. But when you're tired, things that normally don't take as much willpower will take a lot more of that resource. And so getting yourself to do something when you're tired, burned out, unmotivated, lacking sleep is, obviously being tired, lacking food, you're not fueled, you've been stressed, you're overworked, in some way you're burnt out. Those things are going to leach the resource of willpower. And so things are a lot harder when we're coming from that place. So that's why it's important to just understand this about yourself and to be gentle with yourself and know you are not lazy. Get behind that and really notice how that might change your inner judgment or self-criticism or just being hard on yourself for not doing the thing that you're trying to get done. Let's start there, and then we can talk about this in a future video some more. I'll see you around. Bye.